From Radio DePaul, Chicago's college connection.
My father spent 3 years restoring this car. It is his love. It is his passion.
I'm Michael Cera, and human skin is my passion.
I learned to feel things I'd never felt before. Love, jealousy, passion for disemboweling.
Look at all the passion on that wall.
Well, jazz flute has always been a small passion of mine.
It's a bathroom. It's not just a bathroom, David. It's a passion project.
My passion project. Destroying someone else's passion project.
This is Passion Project with your host, Peyton Baisden.
Whoa.
Wow.
I just had an out-of-body experience, and now I'm trying to get myself back into my body and into this space and into the moment. There was a moment there where I did lose my soul and sort of like felt so lost, but now I've become reoriented because I'm hearing those familiar sounds. I'm seeing those familiar sights. That is Passion Project, everybody's favorite award-winning talk show.
Wow.
Thank you.
I'm giving it a hand.
Thank you. New today, we have a really awesome live studio audience of one person, which I'm really excited about. So if things get a little more, I'm trying to find a word.
Passionate?
Yes, passionate is always the word for here and now. It was like eruption, but that wasn't the right word. But like just sort of like kind of awesome and verbose in a way. Because
that's true.
Yeah, like we have one of, if not the coolest, chillest, swagged out people I know coming to the show. As you know, it is tradition on the show to get a new guest every week. And again, this week is no different. Everybody, please welcome Olivia to the show.
Hello. Well, freaking hello. Wait, I'm going to do my ASMR for them real quick.
Yeah.
Do y'all like that? I did that really quick.
Yeah, let us know if you like that. Make sure you leave a comment.
Drop a follow.
Yeah, if you like it, please like, and then comment and tell us how much you liked it.
Yeah.
And then drop a follow.
Yeah.
So you can get
more of what you like.
Because we're gonna check to see if you followed, and then you might get more at the end if you're good.
You like that?
Yeah, if you even like that, weirdo. Sorry, fan. Sorry. We appreciate you. We love you for who you are, because you're passionate. Olivia. Welcome.
Hello.
What is up? What is new? It's good to have you on the show. This is the first time you've been
here.
Are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Mm-hmm.
1 being like sort of lying on the ground motionless, and 10 running around really quick.
Mm-hmm.
How excited are you to be on Passion Project show and on the live radio currently?
To be on this freaking show? Gotta be a 10. I'd be running around if I wasn't in this seat.
Right? And I keep sending them notes about the studio is that we're sort of very tethered in place.
Yeah.
In a way that I find very limiting.
I think you just need to be more loose, more mobile.
Right. Because, I mean, they do give us rolly chairs, which I think is fantastic. But I'm still plugged in.
Yeah.
Or, like, and the alternative is I can't listen to myself talk, but why would I want to do that?
Yeah.
Because I'm always listening. Speaking of listening, you seem like a proponent of the auditory arts. And I do know this about you. You're a big person, a listener of music, if you will.
Yes.
What have you been jamming on recently?
What I've been jamming on recently? Oh God. Let me think. Wait, I could actually check my search history. My problem is I will like find a song that I really like and I will listen to that song like on repeat until I get sick of it. Oh, recently I was listening to a lot of Bad Bunny because Super Bowl.
Yes.
I was listening to the Descendants albums. So both of those. Ariana Grande. Oh, and Yeet is also on that list.
Oh,
wow.
Really rounding out. Yeah.
I like to think of myself with very diverse tastes.
It's very much fully on display.
Yeah.
I've actually been, I don't know if I was talking about this with you. I've been talking about Descendants in many of my circles. I'm a huge proponent of the second film.
I like the second one.
Is the best one. And I will say, also the only one I've seen.
Yeah.
So perhaps I'm the slightest bit biased. However,
I
don't know how you can top that. Like, the music in that really gets to me.
I will say, controversial. I think Ways to Be Wicked is
Mm-hmm.
a better. Well, okay, no. I think Rotten to the Core
Mm-hmm.
is like better, but I like Ways to Be Wicked more.
Interesting.
Yeah, between those two, the big opening number.
Yeah. Well, because I'm like, in Descendants 2, you really set a tone there. It's
Yeah.
like, we've got so many ways to be
Come
wicked. And I'm
on.
like, I get you guys. You're
Yeah.
bad, but also maybe a little good.
Yeah,
Because there's worse people. But like, Uma, awesome. I
awesome,
love Harry Hook.
awesome.
One of
Well, and
perhaps the
apparently
best
he was
character.
dating Dove Cameron during that movie.
During that movie?
Yeah,
You can see that chemistry on
and you
screen.
can see it. It's real. I said, why does she just get back with this guy? Why is she still going after Ben?
Mm-hmm.
Let Uma have him.
Exactly. I like, and it's funny too because he doesn't actually have a hook. He just sort of
He
holds it.
Just, yeah.
I'm like, you want to be your dad so bad.
Really try hard.
Exactly. But again, such rich characters.
Yeah.
I like the blonde one who's dumb, who's Gaston's child.
Yeah.
What a fun addition to the series.
Great.
Yeah, I should watch the first one eventually.
We'll get there.
I have time.
I think the thing in the first one that's like iconic is Ridiculous, or that number. That's not what it's actually called. But I always think that song is called Ridiculous, Ben's song. So that one I know is like great.
That one's great. What's the movie she does the dance with like the armor that I keep getting
Oh God,
that
is
I keep
that
getting
the third
TikTok
one?
clips. I think it's the third one
Where
because
she's
it's
the Queen of Mean.
yeah.
The
Oh,
third one.
ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I keep getting clips of it and I'm like, everyone's like clowning on it. And I'm like, that's probably the
Well,
third one
the
then.
thing for me about these movies is in all of the movies, each one, all three of them, it's about that magic wand.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, it's the third movie at this point. Can we find a different thing to be the problem?
Exactly. No, they really have a very similar set of problems that prevails them
Yeah.
in this fantasy world, which you think they'd do something about, but
Yeah.
apparently not. Because the fourth one's just, it's new, it's different.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I have not seen it. Well, okay, here's my thing.
Yeah.
I already kind of thought that Descendants was a ripoff of Ever After High, but the new one, it's like Wonderland characters, and I'm like, well, that's a direct ripoff of Ever After High, because Ever After High has Spring Unsprung, where they go to Wonderland and there's Wonderland characters in it. And I said, oh, okay, I see what this is.
Right. I see. Well, and would you say Happily Ever High is a better piece of media?
I think so, yes. I love Ever After High.
So, if Band for Band, is that musical based? Or is it just really well done?
Well, they have a great opening song. I think the movies have songs in them, but it was like series. It was like episodes. So not really.
Okay.
It was more like Monster High kind of.
Got it.
Where like the movies would have the songs, but not classic. Just intro.
Right. Because that's when they go all out.
Yeah.
For the theatrical release.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to ask you a question that's sort of a classic in this series, and I will make it a little more specific, but we'll dive in proverbially. I'm always curious, would you rather have the ability to spontaneously transform into a bird or a fish?
I think a bird.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then, like, beyond that, which bird?
I'd want to be like a hawk or something.
Mm-hmm. Bird of prey, like
Yeah.
talons, like.
Yeah. I want to have the claws. Because I wouldn't want to be an eagle because I wouldn't want to be bald, but like a hawk would be fierce. Like, I don't want to be a bald eagle. That kind of sounds like,
Because balding is the scariest
Yeah.
thing in the
Yeah.
world. Yeah.
Well, and I'm worried for you, Peyton. Male pattern baldness. Like, it's I'm not coming for me, but it could be coming for you.
It is very much coming for me. I fear for the next 10 years of my life. No,
I'll
that's
manifest for you. I'll like be like,
that I will not bald.
oh yeah.
Thank
Unless you
God.
make me mad, then maybe I'll switch it up.
Uh-oh. The fate of my hair is in your hands, which is terrifying, but also I trust you.
Yeah.
And now I have a reason
We
not
have
to
a good
wrong you.
repertoire, so it's
Yeah. And now I won't do that evil thing I was plotting against you. Because I don't have reason to now.
Aw.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's eagles that aren't bald. They're just straight up eagles. But
I but no one thinks of a straight up eagle. They think of a bald eagle.
Well, yeah, which I think is really funny because I think in no other species on Earth people prefer like the bald.
Yeah, no one wants like a
variation.
bald cat versus like a hairful cat.
A cat full of hair.
Yeah.
Which they always are because they're always licking themselves all
And
the
they
time.
try to call them like sphinxes. They try to make it different. No, I know what it is. You're a bald cat.
Those are strangely delightful to me in a way. I just like how they are. I've never met one. I'd love to meet one. I know you have to like oil them because they don't have
Really?
hair. Yeah, you have to, so they don't dry out.
Oh, well, I've heard that like you have to do like sunscreen on them, like SPF or something.
Also probably true, yeah. And I see people put like
I'm bad at putting sunscreen on myself, so I'd be really bad at putting it on
sunscreen your cat. Yeah. But then you and your cat would be kind of similar because then, you know, you could you imagine taking your cat to the beach to tan. Like that'd be a great grand old time. Because it's always really funny to me too when people put like tattoos on them, like the water ones that are like temporary. But I'm like, your cat looks awesome because it's so tatted up.
Yeah. Well, because they can't dye their pets, so they have to tat them.
Right. I love. Let's talk about the legacy of personal expression within your pets. In clothes, I saw a dog wearing a full jacket, and that really excited me.
I like the poodles where they like make them rainbow. Or they like make them, or like when they make the poodle look like a different animal. Have you seen that?
Would they like cut the hair and like it just
they like,
shape?
and they always leave the poodles with like a big butt, and then they make them like real skinny, and then it'll be like big shoulders or big neck, or like I've seen poodles where they make them lions, or
awesome.
like where they do I don't even know what.
Yeah. Damn, that's awesome. Okay, one more question for you.
Yes.
Sort of easing us in the direction that we're meant to be going.
Yeah.
Have you ever, is ridden a surfboard? Is that the correct verbiage? Ridden, surfed is a verb.
Yeah.
Have you ever surfed on a surfboard in the ocean?
I don't think I have. No. I really wanted to learn, but no, I don't think I've ever. I mean, I've done like wakeboarding or something like that, but that's not the same.
It's tangentially related. Surfing's one of those activities that has like a million variations on it.
Yeah,
like
but I can't do tricks. I can't say I don't. The beaches in Texas, at least the beaches near me. Well, there are no really beaches near me, but the beaches near me, like they are not surfable beaches. I mean, maybe, but not really.
That's something I think is so fascinating. Is there's this whole surf culture.
Yeah.
That is so specific to specific areas that you can surf, because like you can only name like specific places. That's where it's not an accessible activity.
Yeah.
You got to go to this beach to surf.
You got to go to this place.
Mm-hmm. And I come from a place. There's a place near me called Round Lake Beach, and it's a beach. No surfing happening.
No surfing.
No waves.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, you lied to me, and now I'm mad at you. And I never forgave them for that. And that's why I've never surfed. It's because I'm like, I've been hurt before. I cannot imagine going to another beach and not surfing.
I know. Well, traditionally, like my beaches are like lake beaches, so really, or like Galveston, but no one wants to. You can't surf there, and no one wants to go there.
Doesn't Galveston have a rainforest cafe?
Oh, there's plenty of rainforest cafes. I'm sure Galveston does have one. There's one near me, I think.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, Grapevine.
A redeeming quality.
Yes.
One redeeming quality.
Yeah.
Because I mean, also I'm always curious about this too, because I have strong opinions about beaches. Is there anything that you're like, how do you feel about that?
I like beaches. I'm more of a beach person than a mountain person. All the beaches I've been to have been kind of like bad beaches. Like they're all rocky. I wouldn't say I've ever been to like a nice Floridian beach, but I do love the beach.
Let's go to the beach.
Let's go.
Let's go get away. I do not condone Nicki Minaj's political views. However, she does have some bangers. So let's sit in that.
Separate the art from the artist.
Amen. And speaking of art, that is exactly what we're here to talk about today. One of history's most remarkable, I'd say most interesting works of art.
Yeah.
Really a time capsule, really a moment. Olivia, what are you here to speak about?
Guys, I'm here to talking about the best movie ever freaking created, 2007's Surf's Up.
Surf's Up.
Surf's Up.
So for those of us who are either born way before 2007 at this point, would probably not have seen what is quote unquote meant to be a kids movie.
Yeah.
Or those of us born way after
Yeah.
2007 who are so out of that era, so out of the know, so out of the what was hip and trending at that moment. How would you describe Surf's Up to them?
Surf's Up is sort of a social commentary of a film.
Mm-hmm.
It's an animated mockumentary about a penguin, Cody, from Antarctica, who goes to Pengu Island, which is like Hawaii or something, for a surfboarding competition. And it's like documentary style. Like it's like all these like clips of him and clips of the competition and all other people. So that's freaking that.
So Cody is from Antarctica.
Oh, maybe he's from one of the poles.
He's from let
me see.
Poles are the penguins on? Penguins are on the South Pole, I'm pretty sure. Antarctica. Quote me on
Antarctica.
that. Quote
Cody
me on
Maverick,
that.
who leaves Antarctica.
I know penguins. Boom. Boom. So did he leave to surf?
Yes. So he okay, here's the thing. So he's in Antarctica and he is like, everyone's like, Cody, what are you doing with your life? And I'm sure everyone knows the clip from TikTok. It's kind of all over TikTok where it's like, just let me be me, bro. But Cody surfs in Antarctica and he has like an ice board. He doesn't have a real surfboard. So that's like part of it. And like then like this documentary crew is going around and they're like trying to get different people from all over for this competition. And Cody low-key, he misses them at first, but then he like catches up with them as they're leaving. Like it's a whole thing. He surfboards.
He surfs
to
so
them
good.
and
Yeah.
like jumps ship, and then they're like, "All right, well, I guess you can come now.
You're good enough.
You're good enough. You've proven yourself."
So it's really a story of like he knows what he was always made for.
Yeah.
And he didn't have access to that.
Yeah.
And he goes through sort of a hero's journey
Yeah.
to surf good.
To triumph. Yes.
To triumph. I do believe Cody's voiced by Shia LaBeouf.
Yes.
Just to sort of orient
Just to preface.
the audience. Shia LaBeouf recently, was he arrested in New Orleans last week?
I think he was.
Okay.
I
So
saw TikToks of it.
I saw TikToks. I also saw him shirtless for the first time in a long time. His tattoos are crazy.
Oh, God.
It's so much of I can't tell what, but it's really there.
No.
Anyways, but Shia LaBeouf is not Cody.
Yes.
Cody's different. Cody's a dreamer.
Cody is different. Cody is, I would say pacifist, but maybe that's not totally true.
I mean, does he resort to violence in the film? Is he really like, I'm going to hurt people?
No, he just kind of gets like frustrated. Like his whole thing is spoilers, I guess.
Yeah, and I will tell you all right now, if you've not seen Surf's Up, now is the moment to turn this off. Go watch Surf's Up. Come back. Because we're going to...
And watch our freaking review.
Yeah, we're going to air out all the dirty laundry of this
Yeah.
film. And I don't want any surprises to come your way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Cody's big thing is like the part of the reason he wants to be a surfer so bad is because like he saw this guy, Big Zeke, when he was little, and he has this like shell necklace from him, and he's this guy who's like his idol. I don't even know who Big Zeke is supposed to be, like Tiger Woods or something. I don't know.
Sure.
He's supposed to be someone who was like this big surfing dude, and then everyone thought he died, but he didn't actually. So Cody is like on the island, Pengu Island, preparing for this competition and stuff. Somehow he like ends up meeting this guy whose name is the Geek. It's
His
Big
name is the
Z.
Geek.
It's Zeke.
Oh.
But he won't admit who he is. And he like is like Cody's mentor. But Zeke's whole thing is like he's washed up now and he's like super lazy and like Cody's getting frustrated at him. And Cody's also like, oh, I have to win the competition against Tank, who takes this like, I don't know what he's supposed to be, like an emperor penguin.
I think he is.
Oh,
canonically,
yes. Tank is one of those big emperor penguins. Cody's one of those little penguins with the little yellow whiskers. I don't know what the other penguins are.
There's a bunch of penguins.
Yeah.
There might be a
There's
different other
many
one.
kinds.
Yeah. Beautiful species.
But he's like, he has to beat Tank in the competition. And then he like finds out that like, oh my God, it's Big Z, you're alive. And then he's like, I can't believe you gave up and you quit. And then it's like, Cody can't be a quitter. And Cody has to finish the competition.
Wow.
Yeah.
And does he take it all the way?
Well, not really, but sort of. So basically this big storm happens and like people think Cody died, just like Zeke.
Whoa.
But Cody lives. And so, like, he technically doesn't, like, win the competition that time, but, like, he lives, so he still kind of, like, beats Zeke. And then they're like, then it's like, oh, like, next time who wins type thing.
Okay. So they didn't, this film does not culminate in, like, a final race where, like, he triumphs.
I don't really, I mean, he, like, does triumph.
By not dying in the horrible storm.
Sort of. Yeah. But you know what? That's okay.
Well, I mean, it's a subversion, I guess,
Yeah.
on the hero's journey of it all. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need, I'm going to say you don't need to succeed, but, like, you know, every single day you don't die,
Yeah.
that's a success.
Yeah. Well, actually, wait. I'm trying to. Okay, so it's like a funny ending because Chicken Joe, I think technically wins by default because when everyone thinks that Cody is like dead, it's because like Tank kind of like pushed him, so people like they think Tank killed Cody, and then it's like Cody's alive, and then they're like, oh, who won? And then like Chicken Joe like technically wins by default, I think, just by like completing.
Yeah, because he did not stop. He's like, I'm just gonna go finish the race, probably.
Yeah, Chicken Joe's just like, I don't know.
Tell me about Chicken Joe, because he's very all over the marketing material. He's one of the memories I have of this film.
He's a great character. Chicken Joe is, I assume, supposed to be a stoner. He is a chicken who like was surfing at like a lake on a farm. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
He also like implies that he's eaten chicken before. He's like eating something one time and he's like, tastes just like chicken. And he's like, best character, obviously. He like befriends like a tribe of cannibals.
Actually?
And
Like this
yes, no, well they try to eat him and then he like somehow becomes like their like leader. He's like, they like are putting him in like a hot pot. They're like doing like soup and he's like just letting it like a hot tub and he's like, this is really nice. He's like, Cody, I know he's here. I can feel it in my nuggets. And then he gets kidnapped by cannibals, but Chicken Joe perseveres.
So in this surfing film, there's an entire subplot about a chicken who has like a complex history and relationship with cannibalism.
Yeah.
Who eventually ends up winning the race. Could it be argued that he's the protagonist of this film?
I mean, if it were my film, it would be. You know what? Chicken Joe, not voiced by Shia LaBeouf.
That's true.
Well, and we were talking about this in the sequel. There's a sequel.
Yeah.
Which I haven't seen. It's not good. But Shia LaBeouf and Zooey Deschanel are recast. They're different voice actors in the sequel.
Wow.
Yeah.
They couldn't keep their star power.
I guess not.
Which I do think would happen, because for whatever reason the sequel is like Wave Mania, which is a play on WrestleMania, and most of the main characters are swapped out for like John Cena and The Undertaker doing themselves, which I assume cost a decent amount of money.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, that's a strange direction to go in a sequel. Like, because
about surfing.
Right. If I worked at Sony Pictures Animation, here's what I would have done.
Let me hear your pitch.
Here's what I would have done. Everybody loves the classic sequel to an animated film that takes the quirky side character and puts them in the spotlight. And I'm saying that should have been a Chicken Joe film.
It should have been. Well, yes, it should have. And, you know, this was really before the era of all the sequels and stuff hit. I think the sequel, we were looking at it said it came out like 2015, so maybe around that time. But we were talking about this earlier of, like, how, like, this... Okay, so take Finding Nemo and Finding Dory, for example.
Yes.
We were talking about how this came at the time of, like, when all these, like, aquatic movies were happening, like Finding Nemo, Shark Tale, Happy Feet, Surf's Up. Like, there was an era of all this stuff. And, like, Finding Nemo, for example, they took Dory in the sequel, but they didn't take Chicken Joe in the sequel.
They didn't take Chicken Joe. And I can't know this for certain, but I will point to that as the reason why I feel like this franchise in circles has like fallen out of relevance.
Yeah.
In the modern era. They haven't properly utilized their IP, their wonderful, beautiful assets, like Chicken Joe, phenomenal character.
Great character.
Generationally beloved.
Yeah.
Where is he now?
What happened to Chicken Joe?
And we don't know. And that's why I'm like, I think it's really interesting too, because you brought up a lot of the contemporaries of this film, and I think it draws comparison to a lot of those. Some critics will say, haters will say,
Yeah.
it is, this came out after Happy Feet. Did it come out after Shark Tale?
Oh, I don't know. Let me see.
And I think some critics would say that it is pulling inspiration, it's
Oh,
just
it
pulling
did.
elements of all these things to sort of make a what some would consider like a slop film for children who don't know better. It's like let's
Wrong.
put animals on the screen and make them surf. Those are two cool
Wrong.
things.
Wrong.
So, Olivia, how would you address the
I would-
concerns of these critics?
I would tell the critics that they are dead wrong because Surf's Up diverts the genre, okay? Have you seen any other animated movies that are mockumentary style? No, I
I
haven't.
don't think I can name any.
Zootopia, just animals. Trying to think of other movies that are just the animals. The Bad Guys one, it's just about the animals. They take it a step further. Surf's Up is meta. It's the animals talking about the documentary that they're filming, okay? They've got fourth wall break moments where they're talking to the camera. It's like reality TV. It's genius. And I don't see anyone else doing that. Only thing I've seen doing a similar thing, Total Drama Island, where they do confessionals. But you know what? None of these movies are. So that's my input there.
I think that is very interesting too, and very of the era. We're coming into this, boom of reality TV.
Yeah.
And I will credit where credit is due. Way to make it interesting, play on your movie. Way to make it not
Yeah.
these other things. Way to make it have a lens and like a comedic angle that I honestly feel appeals more to an older audience and appeals
Yeah.
to those with taste and class.
Well, because even in the movie when Cody goes missing and they sort of like follow him in like a narrative way, there's still like these like cut screens with like the people doing the competition and they're like giving their confessionals or they're talking about stuff and they're like, "Where's Cody?" And then, well, obviously the scene with the urchin and the otter where he's like, "Stepped on me," blah blah blah. Like it's very like getting people's interviews, like news style. No one else is doing that.
A little free ASMR for you, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little.
Just a little bit. Yeah, and gosh, I think that's very interesting because I don't know why. I guess something like that hasn't been seen since, and I think there is sort of a disconnect.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like this is a movie meant to appeal to families and kids, but like this sort of mockumentary style, I do feel very much appeals to adults.
Yeah.
I remember watching this film as a child, and I don't remember coming back to it, and I wonder if that is because I was like disoriented because I'd never seen anything like that before. The parody is fun. The parody is well executed. I think it adds a lot comedically.
Yeah.
And like separates this film out, but like for a child who doesn't know what that is.
Yeah. I feel like part of the reason why I like that movie so much is I feel like so many of the jokes are like, I don't know, like they're so strong. Like I feel like just it's so well executed. But I will say, yeah, it probably is one of those things. Well, I mean, a lot of kids' movies are like that where you look back and you're like, oh, a lot of these jokes are like adult jokes. I feel like I distinctly remember seeing this for the first time at like the doctor's office or like the dentist's office.
This is very much a dentist office movie.
Yeah, and I feel like actually every time I went into my doctor's office, they were always like playing Surf's Up. And then I watched Surf's Up and loved it because but maybe it was like the dentist's office of it that made it stick with me.
Right.
I think if people want their movies to do well, forget the box office. Forget the marketing. Send them to your dentist and doctor's offices because that's how your kids will remember them.
Yeah. Well, because you're just sitting there, nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Because what's happening in your mouth is actually quite uninteresting, boring, and
Yeah.
honestly, maybe hurts a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know what? That light in the darkness, that TV.
And you'll only see, you know what? And this will get your ratings and your views up higher too because you'll only see half of it. Could be the first half, could be the middle half, could be the last half. No one knows. Depends how long that surgery takes. Depends where they started at. But you know what? You're going to say, wow, I kind of want to finish the rest of that movie.
Well, and that's what I think is very fascinating, like, as well. Like, that makes me more excited to rewatch this film now and, like, jump back into it because I don't, which also very strange.
Yeah.
And this is probably a me problem. I don't remember anything that happens in Happy Feet.
I know he dances.
Yeah, in that movie, I'm like, premise. I look at that poster, I watch it or whatever, I'm like, this is about penguins who dance. And maybe it's about this one penguin's journey to self-acceptance through dance. But then, like, when you actually watch the film, he goes on, like, a crazy odyssey, and there's, like, seals, and, like, he almost dies, and, like, one of them chokes on, like, a plastic, like, ring thing, and it's like, oh, my God.
It's a commentary on, I don't even know what to say there.
Well, yeah, it's a commentary. It's a metaphor.
It's a commentary,
George Miller's
it's a metaphor
genius.
for pollution.
Yeah. And then they all come back at the end and do a big dance. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, what?
Yeah,
Okay.
all of them dancing. It's like Crab Island or whatever. I'm like, why are they
Yeah.
all dancing now? When did they learn and choreograph this?
Exactly. That's yeah. That I don't believe that. My suspension of disbelief on the Talking Penguin movie. I can't let that slide. And I maybe that was my issue. Because, like, when I watched Surf's Up 2, I just don't... It was difficult for me to remember what sort of happened. When films like... Actually, I don't remember Finding Nemo well, because I think when I watched it, my parents skipped the beginning, and I didn't know that was part of the movie.
Yeah.
Where everybody dies.
Yeah.
Except Nemo.
Except Nemo.
And that's... But beyond that, I'm like, I remember this film. What a wonderful film.
Wow.
And I think...
I know...
Surf's Up should...
Yeah.
be in the conversation more.
That's what I'm saying. Well, and yeah, they're very well, maybe not super similar. I know it's been a long time since I've seen Finding Nemo. I know he sees turtles. I know he sees sharks.
Mm-hmm.
I know Nemo's at the dentist's office. I don't really know anything other than happens in that. But it's like, you know, a narrative story following his journey.
Mm-hmm.
And we follow the journey in Surf's Up. And yeah, it should be in that conversation, because everyone always wants to bring up Shark Tale, which bad movie. I mean, there's the like krill scene where he's like talking to sharks and he's like, "Don't eat me," and I'm like, I guess that's memorable.
And the one fish is very attractive.
Yeah, there's the hot fish.
She's like a really beautiful fish.
But I'm like, I don't know what happens in that movie. He's like becomes a musician and then he like doesn't.
So like Will Smith is the
well, because he doesn't end up with the hot fish. He ends up with the fish friend he's had all along who always liked him. But I'm like, does it end with him being a musician or does he go back to being broke?
I don't
couldn't tell you.
No. My Purveying Shark Tale, another movie I watched in this era. Maybe it was because I was like the equivalent of like 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I digress, though. I think I was doing great back then, and I was really smart and capable. But like that's another movie that I cannot tell you any plot details of. I did have a Shark Tale beach towel though that I would use on the beach all the time. That's my prevailing memory of Shark Tale, and that's why I think it's important. And I appreciate that we're having this conversation now to bring it back into the light in a way, and like sort of uplift the greater qualities of this, because I have a vested interest in watching this movie again.
Yeah.
Because I want to see how well it holds up. And I mean, I was running down the voice cast also. Mm. Again, this is of the era post-Shrek where it's like, let me just get the 10 biggest names I can to typecast all these characters. Like, that's what's happening here. I mean, Shia LaBeouf, I don't know how old he was, but he was really like your young guy.
Yeah.
Zooey Deschanel, always been the girl next door.
Yeah.
John Heder as funny guy.
Yeah.
John Heder, the Napoleon Dynamite as Chicken Joe. Magic. And you needed to capitalize that, and you didn't, and I bet you regret it every single damn day of your life. Another highlight for me, this may be a controversial take, but it's very personal. James Woods plays the otter.
Yes.
Yes. Say what you will about James Woods. I think he's very funny, not for any intentional reason, just the way he exists. And I appreciate him as a voice actor a lot. Mm-hmm. He was really great in Hercules as Hades. That's an all-timer. And I just think, I'm like looking back, I'm like, this is so 2007 that you got James Woods.
The Otter, another great performance.
Yes. Diedrich Baker as Tank.
Yes.
Lifelong fan of his work.
Yes.
He's got one of the best big guy voices out there.
He does.
And I'm like, wow.
Well, and I'm also like, sorry to cut you off, but going back to her thing about like, how is this movie not more memorable? It's because it's crazy. It's like so many of the clips and the audios of it have like gone popular on TikTok. Like the Tank audio where he's talking about these are all my ladies.
Yes.
And there's like plenty of other ones. I'm trying to think of other examples. Or like, everyone's trying to tell me to live my life, but let me be me, man. Like that Cody one. There's been other ones, but I'm like, but you don't remember the source material.
And I think it's emblematic of a subconscious desire from our society to like this movie. We know it. We like it.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's not being brought forward in a way. And I think part of that, and I'm going to offer some things to you.
Yeah.
Surf's Up was nominated for the Academy Award
Yes.
for Best Animated Picture, and it lost
To Ratatouille.
to Ratatouille, which, again, very strong legacy, widely considered to be one of the best animated films. Some consider it to be Pixar's best. I'm very fine with it being in that conversation. It's a good movie. How would you say a movie like Surf's Up compares to Ratatouille? Because we look at the contemporaries of Surf's Up, we have this whole like aquatic animated movie. But then on the other hemisphere, in the other world, we have the literal contemporaries. These are the movies that came out the same year, doing the same thing. A movie like Ratatouille versus a movie like Surf's Up. While they are not, I mean, both follow animals.
Yeah.
One follows humans and animals. One's aquatic based, one's France based.
Yeah.
Like, how do you think those two things compare?
I think, okay, this is my take on it. Like WALL-E, I think WALL-E's a great movie, and WALL-E deserved to win because I think WALL-E like has something to say. I think that Ratatouille should not have won because it's a great movie, but it is just kind of like another like movie. Like it's just about this rat. Like it's just an animal movie.
Anyone can cook.
Anyone can cook. And my thing about it is I think that Surf's Up didn't win because it's a comedy.
Sure.
Like, and like, sure,
It is-
like
it is a
Ratatouille
pure
is too,
comedy.
but yeah, but like
Yeah.
Surf's Up is very like in your face comedy. Like it's a mockumentary. And I think because it's like, because they did something different, like that's why they should have won, but nobody takes risks these days. Risks are never rewarded. But I feel like Ratatouille is like on an animation level, like it's not like the animation is a lot worse than Surf's Up. Like they're the same.
Right.
And then like story wise, like I think because Surf's Up is like a comedy, it's like a parody versus Ratatouille just like being like Ratatouille does have like emotional moments, but it is kind of just like another like movie that like comedies are kind of looked down on in awards season. But I think they were freaking robbed.
Because like Ratatouille takes a moment to slow down and be like, whoa, food connects us to our history. And even though I'm a rat, I can cook food.
Yeah.
Surf's Up never slows down.
Surf's Up
It never
about
relents.
following your dreams. You know what? They're both about following your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Wow.
wow.
There's a little
Maybe
bit
they
of
just
bias.
knew what would happen with Shia LaBeouf and they said, Academy
Yeah,
can't give it to him.
that's fair.
Does he have any awards? Wait, let me see. I feel like he does.
Might. He definitely might. I'm also trying to think. Did somebody famous voice Remy the Rat from Ratatouille?
Oh, God. I don't know.
I think that's probably true. I'm trying to think of anybody famous in that voice cast, and maybe that's why they won is because they went for real voice actors and not
Yeah.
the 10 craziest people you could find.
Yeah.
But-
Because that is another thing of like, I guess it probably did come off as just like cash grabby,
Mhm.
but it really, I feel like, did not make that much cash back. So to me, like, it's not a cash grab movie. Like, everyone seems to forget about this movie.
Well, and that's what I will really give to its credit for a cash grab movie. It took risks.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't do the proven formula of like, let's just do the hero's journey. This guy wants to surf. He's always known he wanted to surf, but
Yeah.
he never could. And now that he can, he encounters setbacks, but then he wins the race.
Yeah, like a
That's
shark.
not- yeah.
A Shark Tale to me like feels cash grab because like it's Will Smith and the fish like looks like Will Smith. Like to
Yeah.
me like that is like obvious what they're trying to do there. But like, well, I'm not reading like I mean I was 1 at the time, but I would not read Shia LaBeouf as like a cash grabby like headline or something. Like I'm not like seeing a movie for Shia LaBeouf the way I'm seeing a movie for Will Smith.
Right.
But to clarify, I'm not seeing any Shia LaBeouf movies.
I'm not. I hope he's doing well.
Oh, I hope he's not.
Hope he's doing well in jail, I guess, because he got arrested at Mardi Gras. All that being said, like, I think that's true, because while some would argue and say this was fairly stunt-casted, I'd say it was typecasted
Yeah.
almost perfectly. I cannot calculate sort of the career trajectory of everybody at this point. James Woods is an established name. Like, John Heder has definitely established himself as, like, the goofy guy.
Yeah.
Shia is young, and then like but like I think for 99% of those people, their better projects were beyond that movie.
Yeah.
unless you're James Woods and you say whatever you feel on Twitter.
Yeah.
Then you don't act anymore.
Because to me, it feels more than like I would say it is like those other like aquatic movies. To me, it kind of feels okay. We're talking about the casting, not like the way the movie is. But to me, like casting wise, it feels kind of like the casting of like How to Train Your Dragon. They got that girl next door. They got like this guy who's the young lead. They've got what's his name, TJ whatever is like the goofy character.
TJ Miller,
and we've got TJ Miller also canceled as the goofy character, and then we've got like Chicken Joe as the goofy character. So I'm like, casting wise, I mean obviously in How to Train Your Dragon it's super great. But I'm like, okay, like this happens a lot, I feel like, with animated movies. So it's not like too crazy casting wise for me. Like it makes sense.
Yeah, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah.
And they did it well.
Visionaries.
They did it very well.
Visionaries.
Now I want to bring another comparison into the conversation, because Surf's Up is centrally about a competition, a surfing competition.
Yes.
It is some
Cody.
sort of race, right?
Yeah. It's kind of about, yes. Because the documentary is sort of like about this competition, like that's what they're going to. I mean, it starts with Cody and stuff, and there's obviously like it's about Cody. Like he gives his like, oh, I'm Cody, this is why I want to do this. But yes, the main thing is like the event, this competition.
And Derry introduced in the conversation what I believe to be the gold standard of animated racing films, the gold standard of competition-based racing films, Disney Pixar's Cars.
Yeah.
Which I believe had been released at this point.
Ooh, let me see.
And I think that's another interesting comparison.
Yeah.
Because you're drawing in elements of competition. Cars, again, a hero's journey, flips it on its head a little bit. We start with him at the top.
Yeah.
And he goes to the bottom, and he has to work his way back up. Whereas Cody just started from the bottom. Now we're here.
Now we're at the top.
How do these two movies compare for you? I am of the mind that Cars is a really, really great movie.
Yeah.
It's a little more divisive than I historically thought it was. Because I thought it was like one of the cleanest picks of like, this is a great animated film.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about Cars and its relationship with Surf's Up in the zeitgeist?
I like Cars. I think Cars is probably like a sort of like flipped script of Surf's Up in a sense. I just looked. Cars is 2006.
A year
Surf's
before.
Up 2007. Yes.
A year before. Okay.
I mean, I'm sure that like they probably would have been working on both of these for like, you know, same time maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember who released Surf's Up.
It was Sony Pictures.
Sony
Animation.
Pictures.
Yeah.
So not same animator team, but could have been similar. But I think that like I like Cars because I like guy starts at the top, goes to the bottom. Obviously, like seen that now a whole bunch, super done. But I feel like for like animated,
circa 2006, this was big.
But circa 2006, first time we had an animated movie like that. And obviously love Lightning McQueen. Gotta give credit where credit's due. I think like Cody's story, I think that is really interesting to me because Cody like is a complainer and stuff, and like he is like likable, but he's also like a little bit unlikable sometimes as the lead.
As he should be, yeah.
And I'm like that is like also like different. Like normally like we have to like the lead and stuff, and
right.
Also because it's genre bending. But I'm like it's probably like same thing with like Lightning McQueen. Like Lightning McQueen also like he does stuff where you're like, oh, I don't like that you did that. Like you're kind of being a jerk. But I think that, like, they have similar moments, like Zeke and Cody and, oh my God, who's the old guy's name in Cars?
Doc Hudson.
Doc Hudson,
yeah.
Maybe. Where they're both, like, kind of the washed-up racers type thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's difficult. And
yeah.
I would put Cars above Ratatouille in my personal... Because again, I will compliment Cars, and I think this is what I'm finding as I age gracefully. Like, I appreciate when movies take risks.
Yeah.
What a crazy pitch to be like, this whole world is populated by living, breathing cars.
Yeah.
That are like people. And I'm like, that is very interesting. That is very fun to watch, and is a great, pun intended, vehicle for your story.
Yeah.
I think that's really awesome. I think Surf's Up also does that. Again, we place ourselves out of the real world with animals centering. I mean, not unseen at this point. Is this post Madagascar as well?
Oh,
I'm really trying to orient myself in like, this
think
this
of the
world.
time. I really should have timelined this. I thought about doing
I didn't
that.
realize how important the history of animated film would be in this discussion. But I will say animated animals have been done.
Yeah.
However,
Madagascar 1 is 2005.
There we go. So interesting to see, but they did it differently.
Yeah.
They put again. They knew this has
that
been done
animated
before.
animals had been done, and
How do
they
we layer
said,
on top of that?
Yeah, and I'm like most of those animated like animal movies are like, oh, it's a comedy, it's a kids action comedy movie, and I feel like people put Surf's Up in that genre and like dismiss it when I'm like, no, like it's different. Like it's they're commenting on the fact that it's like animated, like animal movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think for all its differences and for all the stuff that it does, I don't think it gets enough credit.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll ask you as we sort of pivot into the final few moments of this episode. What about Surf's Up has stuck with you? And I guess like breaking that down a little further, I'm like, what lessons did you learn, or like in what ways does this movie apply to your life? Or like what keeps you coming back?
Well, you know what I did learn from Surf's Up? I think maybe the first time I ever heard this was about peeing on jellyfish stings. There's a scene of that in Surf's Up. And
awesome.
That, I think, life lesson, if you ever get stung by jellyfish, you gotta pee on it. I don't think that's actually true. Like I don't think it actually works. Heard that you shouldn't do that because it could like get infected or like make it worse. But this is the advice that people will tell you. Don't listen to it. But I heard that in Surf's Up. There's a scene about that. That's my main lesson.
That's really the biggest takeaway there, because I do think it's been proven false, but also when in Rome.
What a crazy concept, because I am like, who thought of that first? Like, who was like, you got stung by a man or more, like you got stung by a jellyfish, what should we do? Let me pee on it. Like, what? How did we get there?
And I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. I do feel like we still live in a world where it is socially acceptable enough where you could get away with it.
Yeah.
And if I was in a room right now and somebody got stung by a jellyfish and asked me to pee on it, I would.
Yeah.
And I'd hope they'd do the same for me.
Yeah.
And that's life, and that's beautiful. Well, Anyways. I'm getting off of my soapbox about that. Because I think, in other contexts, I feel completely normally about people peeing on other people, but in this specific context.
Yeah. In this one, it's not a kink. In
It's
this
not
one,
weird.
it's saving
Stop making it
someone's
weird.
life.
Yeah, that's a life-saving procedure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weirdo.
God.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Sorry we had to go there. But some people.
Some ASMR to break that up for you.
Palate cleanser. We're back. So yeah, Surf's Up. You sort of talked about the peeing on the jellyfish. Yeah. What would you like to see, I guess, next from this movie or this franchise? Like, I spoke a little earlier.
Yeah.
How I feel like it's fallen out of favor a little bit.
Yeah.
With the broader public. What would you like to see happen with Surf's Up?
If they do a sequel?
If they do a sequel, or just like, in what way would you want it to come back?
I got a couple pitches.
Yeah.
Okay. We meet Cody's family. One, because his whole thing is like, his mom never supported him. His brother, always eating all the fish, always bullying him, always making fun of him. So I'm like, now that he's won the championship in Antarctica, he goes there. He's got to like fight some seals or something. I want to see him meet his family. Number 2, what's up with Lonnie? Want to meet her? she's like,
what's she doing?
Yeah, I'm like, she's like cool girl next door. She's the lifeguard.
Does she really suffer from like mid-early aughts, like love interest character?
Maybe like a little bit. Like, I think she's like chill. She knows like Big Zeke, but like I can't really remember if they ever say like why she knows that it's him. Like, she knows his secret, and then she's like, "You told him?" And it's like, well, girl, how do you know him? So maybe like find out about her. Oh, or like Big Z, like flashback there, flashback story. Also, this is my other pitch.
Mm-hmm.
There's one little kid penguin that she saves from drowning. We do 20 years in the future. It's this kid's story.
Surf's Up Legacy sequel?
Yeah, he drowned when he was young, but now he's back better than ever. He's a surfer.
Wow.
Boom.
That's gold.
Yeah.
Sony better pay you for all those ideas.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
that's a few
Could
hundred
AI
million
do
each.
this?
AI could never. AI doesn't know. That'd be awesome. I'm thinking about, like, this exists in the broader pantheon of Sony Pictures Animation. I hope Cody shows up in K-pop Demon Hunters too.
God, what I would give.
And then he helps seal the Han Moon, and then all is well.
Wow. Well, yeah, I'm like, is Rumi's like boy gonna come back in the second one or nah? He's dead now.
I don't know. Remains to be seen. But Rumi's boy will come back in Surf's Up too.
Yes.
As one of the characters.
He will.
He'll be like, I've taken up surfing.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm a surfer now.
He's gonna be one of Tank's ladies.
Yes. Oh my God, awesome. That would be fantastic. Yeah. As we really approach the final moments, the final minutes, the final seconds
Ooh.
of this journey, is there any imparting any wisdom you'd like to impart on the audience about Surf's Up, about surfing, about penguins, about chickens, about peeing, about anything?
I think if you really think about it, Surf's Up, obviously a commentary of the times, of the other movies being made in, like, the real world in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Surf's Up, also, inside the movie, a commentary on this, like, social structures and, like, class differences between the animals. Like, everyone always wants to bring up Zootopia, but it's talking about penguins versus chicken. Chickens don't normally have access to water to swim, but Chicken Joe, he's a surfer. It talks about the otter stepping on a sea urchin, and the sea urchin's like, stepped on me, blah, blah, blah. He was dancing on me, and he broke all his spikes. So it really, we're, like, looking at, like, the levels here of, like, the food pyramid.
Yeah, the sort of hierarchy of nature, the natural order of it all.
I'm trying to think circle of life, but what's it called in science where it's the
food
energy
chain?
Food chain, energy
like a food
chart?
chain, energy flow?
Yeah. So we're looking at the food chain here. We're breaking it down by class. We're breaking it down by species.
Yeah.
I mean, it's moving.
I love...
Types of penguins.
Exactly. Bet you didn't know there were multiple.
Yeah.
Boom. I love a film that you can really peel back. And there's just so much density there. There's so much to be said. There's so much to know. Olivia, thank you so much for being here. Anything you would like to plug, anything you'd like to say as yourself to the world, to our millions of listeners?
What can I plug? Oh, I know what I'll plug. Next Friday, 7 p.m., We Can't Stop. A sketch show.
Yeah, it is a sketch show. It really is.
Wow.
I'll be there.
We'll both be there.
We'll both be there at the same time, probably.
Oh, this Friday. Did I say next Friday?
This Friday is next Friday. And let me speak on this for a second, because when you do this on a Sunday, that gets confusing.
Because I always think of Sunday as the end of the week. I never think of Sunday as
Exactly. This Friday is the next Friday.
We need to end Sunday being the first day. Sunday is the last day of the weekend.
Yeah. Well, because and we've evolved these structures of the 5-day work week and the American dream and
Monday's day 1, Sunday's day 7. That's how it goes.
Exactly, as it should be. Yeah, this Friday or next Friday, whatever computes with you. Friday the 27th of February.
Drop that like.
Boom! Like, comment, subscribe. They earned their ASMR at the end.
They did.
Just a little bit of.
Y'all like that? I know y'all like that.
All right, and my fans, my friends, I'll see you next week.
Wow.
With another episode with another guest, it'll actually be at the same time. It won't be at another time. It'll be at the same time next week. It'll be here, a new person, same me.
Wow.
Same you. Hey.
Same us.
Catch you on the flip. Hang loose. That's the surfing.
Hang 10. Yeah.
Hang 10, y'all. Surf the hell up.
Surf's crazy. Play us off.
Who surfed it?
Wow.
Surfing the web.
Freaking yes.